Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra, and if you're brand new, today I'm making Christmas crackle, but I'm doing it the newest way. All the cool kids are doing it. We're not using saltines. Wait till you see this. It's dark out there. All right, so if you're not new, welcome back, friends. So I am using Snack Factory's Pretzel Crisp Original Flat Pretzels. It's the weirdest thing. They look like crackers, but they taste just like a very light pretzel. These would be great with just about anything. I'm going to use them for my charcuterie board. I keep saying that because one time I think I'm going to do it, and then I don't do it, and then I think I'll do it later, and I need to go ahead and do it. So what I'm trying to do now is see these spots that don't have anything in it. I'm taking the broken ones and kind of trying to fill up the spots because most of them in the bag looked like this. I fished out the ones that were kind of whole. I bought 2 bags just in case. So I'll have an extra bag maybe to use for the charcuterie board. Anyway, I'm going to make that second part that you pour on top, but first I've got a great big cookie sheet and I've got parchment paper so nothing sticks to it. So I'll show you what's coming next. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. If you want to, I would love it if you hit the bell icon in the upper right hand corner, and then you'll know whenever I make another video, it'll alert you. Or make a comment. Have you made it like this before? Have you made it the old way with the crackers? I've done it lots of times with the crackers, and we all like it a lot. Okay, I think I got it just about all covered up. Now I'll make the caramel sauce and get the chocolate out and get that ready. If you've never made Christmas crackle, in this case, the person is calling it a pretzel crack snack. Jersey Girl Knows Best by Jersey Girl Knows Best. Says it'll make 32 servings, takes 30 minutes to make. I will link her link below, and so you can see for yourself. But it just takes 4 cups of pretzels. It doesn't look like 4 cups, well, because it's flat. 1 cup of light brown sugar, 1 cup of butter, and 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So that's it. How many ingredients is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ingredients. Not bad. It's fast. It's good. Everybody loves it. Make it in your biggest cookie sheet. This is the last ingredient I needed, so I got it out. It was at the very bottom of the baking box thing in my pantry. I thought I was out. I'm going to go to Costco tomorrow and get another Costco-sized bag because that lasts me almost a whole year. Anyway, I needed 2 cups, and this is just exactly 2 cups in here. I was afraid because it's only 10 ounces, and I didn't see how 10 ounces was going to make 2 cups, but it did. Volume, not weight, right? So I had already gotten out the mini chips thinking I would need to add those, and they're milk chocolate. The recipe calls for semi-sweet, so it's exactly what it calls for now. And that's that. So the first thing the recipe calls for is a cup of butter, so that's 2 sticks, and I am in this particular recipe right now, I'm using real butter. It's what I prefer, and it's what I'm using this time. I just turned on the heat to kind of low, you know, just to let it start to melt while I measure out a cup of light brown sugar. All right, I've got 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of light brown sugar. And I'm mixing it up. Let's see what it says to say after I mix it up. It says, I've got my oven preheating already to 325 degrees, and I've got my sheet lined and my, let's go on over here, and my flat pretzels all over it. This is one of those jelly roll pan sheets, so I hope I've made enough stuff. I don't know if that's too big. I don't know that it said what size of pan. Anyway, heating the sugar, heating the butter, bring it to a boil, stir it constantly for 3 minutes. Oh, let's set a timer as soon as that happens. Turn it up just a little bit, and when it comes to a boil, I'll hit the 3 minutes. I have the timer going, 3 minutes, And I'm just going to stir this, pretty much try to stir it the whole time so that nothing scorches. It's already turning brown, but that's good because it's turned into caramel, I think. After this stops, I will pour it over the pretzels, and I will put that in the oven for 8 minutes on the I can't remember what the time was, or the temperature, I mean. Whatever I set the temperature on. There we go. It was plenty. I just went slow and made sure that I got all of the edges and in between. And now I'm going to stick it, my oven beeped at 325. I think that was my oven. I'm going to put it in there for 8 minutes. I'll reset that timer. So I'm going to go off course with this a little bit. I'm going to put the chocolate chips that I have, the 2 cups on top, and I'm going to, make sure they're melted and covered. And then after they're done, they're covered completely, I'm going to drop, I just took out the ones that I thought looked Christmassy, but do they more look like a stoplight, a traffic light? Maybe I should put more colors in there to make it look more, because there's blue in there and brown and orange. I should have just done green and orange, green and red. I think that's what I may go ahead and do. Green and red it is. All that to say, which I did not say, the recipe didn't call for this. It only called for the chocolate chips, which I am going to do next. Oh, extreme close-up. The chocolate chips, they're semi-sweet, 2 cups. There was just a little bit taken out. Somebody pilfered a few this morning on their way out. So I threw in like a handful of mini milk chocolate because that's what I had. I have more now because I bought more, but anyway, here we go. Okay, they're back in the oven. It was on 325. I turned it off when I took them out. It says to leave them in there until the chocolate chips melt. When the chocolate chips melt, I'll take them back out, put them back on the counter, and spread the chocolate chip, melted chocolate evenly. Okay, I spread the chocolate chips, and I'm going to let it cool just a tiny bit more before I put on the M&Ms. And yes, I took the yellow lights out. Just red and green for Christmas this time. All right, it's done. I took this little bitty white spoon and I kind of tapped them so that they would stick into that melty chocolate and not fall off when you crack it. It still may. Maybe that's why it's not included in this recipe. Maybe it's a bad idea. Then I took, at the end, some green sprinkles, but you can't really even see them. And they just basically disappeared the minute they hit the warm chocolate. Yeah, I don't see any. Do you see any? I put a handful. So, not on that, but maybe if you had some white sprinkles, it would look darling. All I had were snowflake chunky sprinkles, and I decided not to use them. So there's that. That is it, and I will show you a picture when this cools down and I crackle it. Now, here's the story on that whole name. What does she call it here? She calls it pretzel crack snack. So there's enough people that are bothered or they don't feel good toward the word crack. And so I, for years, have been calling it Christmas Krackle because it doesn't bother me not to say crack, but it bothers some people to hear the word crack. And I know that we do a lot for people that are bothered by things in our society now to try to make everybody happy. But this doesn't harm me at all. And it's one of the few things that I can do that's no skin off my nose. So I present to you. I'm going to put her link below. Her recipe is pretzel crack snack. And her name is Jersey Girl Knows Best. And I put the spin on it with the M&Ms. And otherwise, it was exactly as written in the recipe that she has here. It took very little time to do. Talk to you soon. Hey, if you got this far, will you please consider subscribing? I would love to get some more subscribers. You know, I don't mean to beg or anything, but please. It's my Christmas wish. Take care, everybody. Good night. Okay, so here it is. And I'll just take it off the parchment. You could use non-stick foil too if you wanted to, but I like parchment sometimes. And crack it. And that is why they call it Christmas Krackle. And it's got caramel on this side and chocolate and candy on this side. And it's just delicious. You could also use other flavors of chocolate chips. The colder it gets in the middle, it's not quite set. The colder it gets, the more snappy it gets. But you could use dark chocolate, you could use semi-sweet, you could use milk chocolate, any kind of chocolate you like. And I have a bunch of leftover Hershey bars that I bought because they had almond bits and I didn't realize it. I think that would be good to top these too. Not just chocolate chips, but any chocolate. The ones I have are Hershey milk chocolate with, the almond bits. So, there you go. If you like what you see and you see what you like, I hope you come back tomorrow and see Vlogmas. What is tomorrow? Vlogmas 17 tomorrow. Bye-bye.